So one of the things I've been playing around with on my Galaxy Gear is integrating Google Maps into the actual smartwatch itself. A lot of times I use my phone as a GPS, and to walk around and hold the GPS in my hand to get my directions while I'm on foot, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, and to use the watch would be a nice feature. So I've been playing around with this one app, and it's called DMA NAVI. And it's pretty slick. I've been playing around with a few apps, but this one so far is, in my opinion, the best. I'll explain why. I'll walk you through the installation. The installation is pretty easy. Essentially, what I'm using right now is a Google Gear, a Samsung Gear watch running Tizen. As far as I understand, this is not going to work for the Android version of the Gear. If you need help upgrading to Tizen, I have a great tutorial that I put together on my channel. Check that out. Very easy to do, and it opens up a completely different world of applications for the Gear, which you wouldn't have if you were still on Android. So be sure to check that out. So your first step is you're going to want to run over to your Samsung Gear store and go ahead and download that DMA NAVI app, and just follow the on-screen instructions. There's really nothing to it. It's totally free, and that will blast right over to the Gear itself. Once that's done, it's going to ask you for a few questions here and there, configuration questions and whatnot. But it's a small application, as you're going to see, and it only took me like a minute or so just to download and then blast over via Bluetooth. And the only change you're going to have to make on your phone at this point, now that the application is installed, is you're going to go change your default clock over to the clock that this application comes with. And you'll see it's signified by having like these fake directions on there on the stock wallpaper. That's what you're going to see when you're not using the GPS. However, once you do enable the GPS, or you start invoking Google Maps on your phone, your stock wallpaper that you just enabled here will turn into this. You'll actually have the directions from the phone itself, still working and still speaking to you, and you know, navigating in an auditory way. But you can now keep the phone in your pocket or your bag or wherever you want, and any part of the text will actually come up on the phone. On the watch, as you see. Now let's say at this pace that my watch keeps going to sleep because I put my hand down. But even if I'm not paying attention to it and I am pulling up to a corner where I have to make a left or a right, the watch will actually buzz to get my attention and let me know that I've got a new set of directions on the way. And all it's doing is it's not doing any kind of logic. It's actually just parsing that text from Google Maps that's on your phone and just displaying it on the watch. It's really slick, and because it's not really doing any thinking, it's just handing directions over from one device to another. It's quite fast. There's no latency. It doesn't slow the watch down. It doesn't pull anything from the phone at that point. It's just data going back and forth. So really check it out. Give it a shot. I know there's some other solutions out there. I played it with a few of them. This one, in my opinion, is the best one. If you have any questions on it, let me know, and I'm interested in your thoughts.